As we've reported here at ABC 7 News, Bay Area researchers are working to try to learn more about the deaths of two gray whales discovered this weekend. And while that work continues, there's an ongoing effort to protect migrating whales from a particularly deadly threat. ABC 7 News anchor Dan Ashley joining us more in studio with that. Dan?
Yeah, Larry, that's exactly right. The threat is from collisions with large ships transiting the coast and San Francisco Bay. And now a system designed to prevent those collisions is expanding both in scope and sophistication. If whales could shout out their own warnings to passing ships, that's what it might sound like. But now, those same voices are being heard through an increasingly sophisticated safety system instead. And it's triggering a voluntary vessel speed reduction designed to prevent deadly collisions along a newly expanded stretch of our coastline.
Used to be just in Greater Farallones and Cordell Bank National Marine Sanctuary, but now it includes Greater Farallones, Cordell Bank, and all of Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. And that's almost 1,000 square miles have been added to the speed reduction zone.
Michael Carver is the operations coordinator with NOAA and the Greater Farallones and Cordell Bank National Marine Sanctuary. He says the effort to protect passing whales from ship strikes involves a combination of both looking and listening. Last year, ABC 7 News showed you a new system of acoustic buoys developed by the Benioff Ocean Science Laboratory and deployed with the help of the Marine Mammal Center and other Bay Area partners. It uses artificial intelligence and underwater eavesdropping to alert ships and researchers to the presence of whales.
So we have real-time acoustic listening devices on those, and what those are doing is sort of what I like to say, giving us like a Twitter real-time feed of information of what's going on out there.
But Carver points to the human eyes, also trained on what's going on out there. The research vessel Belle M. Shimada recently glided through the Golden Gate carrying a team of NOAA researchers. The ongoing marine surveys will help establish the populations migrating off our shore, as well as the ecosystem supporting them.
So they're going to collect a ton of data and spend months analyzing. For example, they deploy nets and tow for krill. And so they'll go through and grad students will count each and every single sample and figure out what's in there.
Still, accurately predicting the path of migrating whales is a complicated task. Callie Liebhardt is a project scientist at the Benioff Ocean Science Laboratory at UC Santa Barbara. Their team also has the acoustic alert system deployed around the marine sanctuary at the Channel Islands, more than 300 miles south of the Golden Gate.
The whale community, we all have the same common goal to help protect and keep track of these whales.
They point out the voluntary speed reduction is only effective when ships comply. Michael Carver says the program has made significant progress since its launch.
And when we started this in 2015, we had cooperation around 20–25%, and now we're in the low 60s.
A trend that could help spare some of the largest, most magnificent creatures on our planet. They are magnificent. One more note to button this up. There is a bill working its way through the Assembly right now that, if successful, would expand the speed reduction zones beyond the marine sanctuaries to the broader California coast. Larry and Kristen, of course, designed to further protect the whales.